On my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you.
All right, Coach, we're about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go, here we go. 180! One, Omaha.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. He brings up 2nd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. It went right downfield. Mission accomplished. Points on the board.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Toss play, Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Here we go. 180! White. White 55!
On second down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A first down throw for Brissett. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year, rookie Sony Michel. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Brissett. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Brissett looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions add on to their lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line. Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So here come the Lions now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 6 yards away. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So out now come the Cardinals. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Brissett. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Brissett now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Yeah, not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line. Here we go. 180! You remember me?
Garoppolo on first down. Ebron caught left side. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's second down.
Here we go. 180! Watch the pass. 12. Press down.
Garoppolo looks to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now a play fake here on first down. And And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Brissett. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Brissett. Open man is Galladay, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st down, Detroit.
Brissett now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Brissett. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. The kick by McManus is good. So we are at halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on, set. Hey, hold on. 54. I got it.
They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And he's
he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing, Brissett. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here we go. Can't read. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Brissett on first down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
On 2nd down, Michel. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ready. Get out of wood. Right there. Go. It's our time. It's our time.
Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They run it again with Kamara. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 180. Tackles.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Here we go. Here we go. I'm coming after you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Mike Bennett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Brissett. He'll get this one to Galladay. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On the return, it's Tate. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 11.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it. But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Here's Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he coughed it up, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Stick. Go ahead.
He's checking. Crash.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
36.
21.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Lions go. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now. Tell the ending.
They begin with Michel on the ground. Big hold to the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for Detroit. 58 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Brissett now. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the footballs.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Lions add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
56. Crunch time, defense.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Tate. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Brissett sets to throw it. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 1st down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
1st down, Detroit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll toss it to Penny. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Rashad Penny, 32 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go. 180.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And got his man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Jeffrey with a catch left side. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Lock, lock, lock!
One final try now for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for Detroit, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play.